this is Grace and welcome to my channel and welcome to the bonus video of our 8.5 by 11 video series. I'm just going to share you how I store my 8.5 by 11 pages. As you can see, now these are very old layouts, like 10, 15 years ago. So I wasn't very good at my design. It's very, it's very dated, but I still like looking at them. Now I have this really thick just binder that I had purchased a long time ago at Costco, and it's about a 3-inch wide binder. I'm not sure if they still carry them, but that's what I have. And I've always wanted to cover this up because when it sits on my cabinet, my shelf, it's just like that. So it looks like it's a typical binder, but it actually has my scrapbook pages. So now I'm going to go through this paper pack that I have from Die Cuts with a View. And I'm specifically looking for papers that have like big designs on them. So if you have papers that have big designs, I think they are the best ones to use for covering albums. And whether that's like, 12 by 12 or 8.5 by 11. What I like about the 8.5 by 11 binder is because it has that insert in the front and also in the back, so that my paper that I am using to cover is actually going to go in there, so it's protected as well from like getting wet or other dust and things like that. I've also noticed that when I cover an album with paper and just like cover it on the front, that sometimes the sun also affects it. Like if the sun is hitting that paper, it just wears it out. It just fades away. And so I like that this one will protect it. I'm just making sure that it measures, or it is the perfect measurement. I did measure it beforehand and I knew that a 12 by 12 will fit, but not quite. So it'd be about it will be about 11.5 by 11 3/4. And initially I thought I would do the front and the back with this particular paper so that the front and the back would match. But I discovered when I was putting this in that there is a screw right there on where the binder clip is at. And so it's not the, yep, it's blocking it. So I'm not even going to bother with that. I'm just going to do the front. Yeah, just don't have time to bother with all of that. I mean, you can if you wanted to, just make sure your measurements are correct, but I'm not even going to deal with that. So, and then there's this paper that has all these birds that I thought will be good for the spine. And then I will also add some stickers to that. I have 2 of these binders here that's already filled with scrapbook pages, and so I'm just going to do volume 1 and volume 2. Now I have other 8.5 by 11 albums because I haven't found this big of an album at Costco or anywhere I shop anymore, and so I have smaller ones, but this one, there's 2 of them, so I wanted to decorate the 2. And because the paper that I was going to use for the back side did not work for my idea, that is just going to be the front side of volume number 2. So they all match, which is, I don't know, my the organizational side of me just is happy that they match. So I am also going to use that same paper because there's some more. The paper still has some birds on it, and it's not as much as this edge one, but I am going to use part of that for the spine for volume number 2. So they all match, which just makes me so happy. Initially, this was it. I was just going to do volume 1, and then that was going to be it, and then the front. But then, as you can see, there's that space in the top. Sorry for the glare. It's because of the plastic of the album. And I wanted to not leave that blank. So I am just going to decorate that and just basically label it, which I am going to label, I think it's Grace's scrapbook or Grace's book, something like that. And I'm just going to use the stickers that I already have out. These are really old stickers, so I'm just glad that I was able to use them for something and they're not just sitting on my desk. So that is it. That's where I store my 8.5 by 11 pages. Again, I've said before, it's very easy to start an 8.5 by 11 album because getting the album and the sheet protectors is not that hard. Plus, it's cheaper because you can just get generic ones and they don't have to be 12 by 12, the specific album. And also with the papers, you can save a lot more with papers because it's a smaller size. And so you can stretch your papers a lot more. If you are just starting to scrapbook and you just wanted to dabble in there, I think 8.5 is a perfect size to start out with. And that is it. If you have any questions, let me know in the description box below. Did you guys like this style of or the size of scrapbooking? If you did, let me know in the description box below, and tell me which one was your favorite. And if you have any ideas for any more future series, let me know in the description box below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.